Hello and welcome to Tuesday's programme.
Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. A factory in Plymouth employing more than 350 people is to close just a year after the owners had been on the verge of announcing a £15 million investment in the site.
The Bardon Corporation manufactures ball bearings for the aircraft and defence industries. Well, uncertainty over Brexit is one of the reasons given for their decision.
Well, in a moment we will be getting the political reaction to this story from our...
Well, for more on this, let's speak to our political correspondent David Wood, who's live at Westminster for us this evening. David, devastating news, as we heard from Jackie there, for staff in Plymouth, but worrying too for workers of other companies that are so reliant on those European markets.
It sounds...
At Westminster, thank you very much.
Now, the eastbound carriageway of the A30 near Exeter will remain shut for the rest of the evening after a major lorry fire. It happened late last... Next on the programme, a Devon farmer who caused the death of a young woman when her hair became trapped in machinery has been sentenced to 4.5 years in prison.
Lauren Scott was operating the 1940s milling machine at Springfield Farm near Dawlish last March when she became entangled. Neil Carpenter was convicted of manslaughter by gross negligence. Richard Lawrence reports from Exeter Crown Court. Now, there was a UK first in Cornwall today as preparations began to drill more than 3 miles underground, helping to generate power that will provide energy to 3,000 homes.
The site near Redruth will be the UK's first geothermal power station. Nick Smith has more. And you're watching ITV News here in the West Country this Tuesday evening. Still ahead on the programme before 6:30.
And after us, the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details. And we're continuing our coverage now as the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War approaches on Sunday.
Many of you will remember the shrouds.
Has been to meet one man who was so inspired by Rob's first exhibition that he's gone on to uncover his own past.
Richard Ward ending Claire Manning's report there, I should say. Next tonight to a celebration of some of the extraordinary achievements of people in our region as we look forward to the Pride of Britain Awards tonight here on ITV. Well, praise indeed. And Terry, as you can see, has joined us. Terry, that's pretty nice to hear from Cara Vorderman, isn't it?
Certainly is.
What was the event like? She is the host. She's been doing it for a number of years. Those words and being at that event, what was it like?
Struck. So it's everybody out to us.
And Terry, did you ever think you'd end up there? Because obviously, you know, it was being part of the Pride of Britain. There are lots of good people involved in this. Lots of people who were nominated alongside you. What was it like when you found out that you'd won?
Look for reward or anything like that.
To get that reward sometimes, just that little bit of acknowledgement.
It is. I've
done amazingly over 20 years, £500,000 for Children's Hospice South West. We've featured you and you've gone to this glitzy awards ceremony.
I'm limited, and I think what makes...
Done an absolutely fantastic job.
Yeah.
We think you are.
Pleasure.
And you can see the Pride of Britain Awards on ITV at 8 o'clock this evening. There's very rarely a dry eye in the house. Now, thousands of people enjoyed the biggest event in Devon's horse racing calendar today as Exeter Racecourse hosted the Holden Gold Cup.
Well, the event attracts some of the best steeplechasers in the country and a massive crowd too. Well, among them was our sports reporter, Carrie Davis. She's there for us now. Carrie, it sounds like a great occasion. Yeah, we'll have the weather forecast coming up a bit later. Yeah,
but before we do, many of us were enjoying fireworks displays and bonfires last night. The East Devon town of Ottery St Mary was showing off its own unique bonfire night celebrations. Yeah,
the tradition of carrying burning tar barrels through the streets dates back hundreds of years and, as Bob Cruz reports, unites everyone in the community. It is fantastic. We should say, you know, don't try that at home. It is, you know, in controlled circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm with Georgie. I think I'd be on my back, have my picture taken.
I love it. I love those traditions. Yeah, long may they continue in the West Country.
It's weather time now. Charlie's here. We saw earlier with Carrie, it was very, very windy. Still mild though, isn't it?
Still, but the wind is key. Oh yes, there is at the moment.
Charlie, as always, thank you very much for that. And that's it from us this evening. Don't forget the late news at the usual time of 10:30.
Now, though, we'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. From all of us, have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.